Morning time, everybody out there, YouTube land. This is the 1122 Wingnut Radio. It's about almost 9 o'clock in the morning, local time here. Got a little background music going, and it's a new option I'm trying out. Some little background music in the background type thing, and get some conversations going. And I'm hoping this audio, I got some audio problems I had earlier, so I'm going to see if everything can kind of clear itself up. Let's see here. What's up, Jason?
How you doing, man?
Okay. So far, so good.
Crystal clear now, isn't it?
So far, so good. Yep. So far, so good. So, yeah. Let's see here. Who's all in the Joe Kerr or William? I don't know. See, William just likes to like kind of lurk in the chat. What's going on, William? Yeah. See, actually, I actually kind of like that little like music in the background stuff. It's actually pretty cool. I didn't even know that. That's a new option. There you go. Hey, Indy.
Hey.
Yep. Dude, it's cleared up.
Yeah, it worked.
Cool. Cool beans, man. Cool beans.
Oh, I think that's me. Sorry.
Oh. We're good so far. So far, so good. So far, so good. Cleared up. I think that's what it is. It's just like a little glitch in the Smith system after a certain amount of hours or whatever. It starts kind of getting all weird. Yeah. Audio.
Yeah, I think it still sounds good over here.
Okay. Hey, Bella. How you doing?
Always, Bella.
Yeah, I mean, the link is is posted at the top or pinned at the top if anybody's wanting to come up. No, Bella, you're not the only one. You've actually been up for a while, if you wanted the truth.
Right?
We've been up for a while. We're all on different time zones too, so that's the thing.
Bella, you should come up if you can.
Yeah. And we've been experimenting with some back chat stuff and getting some stuff going, man. Getting some of that information flowing. Yeah, I hear you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, yeah. See, that's the thing. Yeah, you're on another time zone also.
Bella and I aren't far from each other, actually. We need to get together sometime. There's a few of us from the Pacific Northwest that aren't far. Maybe when weather gets a little warmer or something.
I don't know how long. We're going flying by the seat of our pants here, buddy. I'm gonna tell you. I don't know. I probably won't do a very, very, very long one. It won't be that long comparatively to like the 10. It won't be like a 10-hour type of thing. But when we do the back chat stuff, that can go on for hours and hours and stuff. But it would be in the back. You know what I mean? And
so Wingnut had his speakeasy going before.
Yeah.
So when you guys come in and you see that there's a scheduled chat or a scheduled stream, then you can go to the pinned link and go into the StreamYard. So you're backstage before and then after too. He does it.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
That's what I've been doing. Yeah. Like for instance, we were in the back chat before I even started the stream for probably, I don't know, 5 or 6 hours. Different people were up on the panel. I can have me and 5 other people on the panel. So it's pretty nice. It's a little more intimate and a little bit more private, I guess. Not foolproof, um, but it's a little bit more interesting. A little bit another one of those like little speakeasy type of things. That's the only way I can compare it.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, honestly, you know. That reminds me, I gotta fill up my cup of coffee, man. I've only had 2 cups of coffee. I need to get one more in me.
I just got to disappear for 5 minutes. I'll be right back.
No worries there, Jason.
See you in a little bit, Jason. Hey, Bran.
What's up, Bran? That's another person that likes to listen a lot. That's I appreciate that.
Yeah, Bran's good, people.
Well, I'll tell you this: that he's definitely he's got a knack on it. Gathering information.
That's because he's in my Discord.
Yeah.
No,
Morning, you people. What's going on?
Bran adds a lot to my Discord too. It's awesome.
Yeah. Well,
Hey,
see, that's
you.
another thing too. That's another way I can probably do it too, Indy. When I get all this stuff kind of worked out and all that on the other one, maybe that could be something that can like spread it out there. Like you can put a notice or whatever on Discord for me or whatever.
Oh yeah, no, I
don't
do
know.
already.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
right on. I mean,
Actually,
yeah,
I will.
that's.
I haven't on this one. I will right now.
I mean, I'm not sure what kind of a crowd that I'll attract from Discord, but
I mean, it's a lot of people you already know. Like I've already brought a bunch of people over from like I share your links. It's what I do.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. But we'll see if anybody else comes in.
Yeah, for real. Q2, who is this?
Bran, sorry. Or maybe like a good old fashioned troll.
Yeah, it could have been. I don't know. It's new to me. That's a new one. That's a new one.
That's okay. Come and hang out, Q2. Glad you're here.
Mhm.
You seem to have a similar sense of humor as some other people here.
I just wouldn't want to go clean up after it. I can tell you that. That's not a candy
bug
bar.
out.
It's not a candy bar.
Right?
Oh man. Hold down the fort real quick, there, girl. I'm gonna top
Oh my
off my
God,
coffee
seriously?
real quick. Yeah, just
No,
hold down the fort.
You're
for a second.
fine. You're fine. Go ahead. Being up here like talking to yourself though is like the worst. But you're fine. Go ahead. I'm just saying. So Q2, you have to tell us if you're actually a troll. Like, how did you find the channel? Or if you're not a troll, how did you find the channel? You people, you should come up if you can. I would love to talk with you about, I don't know the right terms to say, but like auditing or cop watching, all of that. Like, that's something that's kind of new to me in a way. I actually had started off watching, I guess, what would be considered cop watching channels back in the Chop and the Chaz in Seattle, but I didn't really know exactly what they were. I just was watching them for information. And it wasn't until I found your channel, you people, that I started like realizing that there's this whole like movement of people doing that, which is pretty amazing.
Oh crap! Oh wait, who that?
So I appreciate your channel. I love what you're doing, and I met such a great community in there too, like just really great people. Aw, thanks, William. I'm just up here rambling, whatever.
I'm gonna tell you something. This is gonna be a strong cup of coffee because I just ran out of creamer. Oh my god. The horror.
Q2 said that he or she just randomly came across the channel. Don't think I'm a troll.
Okay.
Not
well,
sure.
that's cool. How in the hell did you randomly come across my channel? That's pretty cool.
Check.
Yeah, it's great.
Oh, yeah.
I can hear you fine, Brand. You people, wake up!
Right?
Good morning.
Thanks for coming up.
Yeah.
You're welcome. Excuse the hair. I literally just got out of bed.
Yeah.
Yeah, same.
You've at least made it to bed. That's good.
Well, yeah,
Baby steps.
baby steps. I've been sleeping a whole lot here lately. Like, I've been
Yeah,
off my
you've not been
schedule.
feeling well, right? Like, how are you doing?
I'm feeling fine as far as like the sickness and everything is concerned. That's all gone, but
Good.
I'm more worn out because of my back and everything. It's just been causing me issues, and you know how pain gets to people.
Mm-hmm.
So,
Well,
all
I am
good.
glad to hear that you're over the sickness, though. You know, I'm not trying to freak out too much when people are sick. You know, because we were all rebuilding our immune systems here, but you know, it's still good to hear when people are feeling better.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, and it seems like a lot of people have been getting sick here lately.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Here
and
too.
I don't know if it's just because of like flu season or whatever, but I seriously think that that's what I had was the flu, but it's kind of hard to say that when everybody around me is testing positive for cooties.
Yeah.
Right.
So,
Maybe it's
But-
the Biden curse.
Right.
No, I just look at it as a curse, period. It's one of those fucking things. As me and Anarchy would say, it's a computer virus, and we're all in a simulation getting fucked up.
Yeah. Remember, we're trying to find the hack, the
Yeah,
shortcuts.
we're trying to hack. We're definitely trying to hack it. Got to figure out the hack for real.
Well, I'm trying to find the key maker, so that way I can fucking have those special keys to open up and
There
go
you go.
everywhere.
There you go.
I'm trying to find the key maker.
Yeah, I was
Like in
gonna
the
talk to the
Ghostbusters?
architect.
Yeah.
Good.
No, in the Matrix, not Ghostbusters, the Matrix.
I'm thinking old school.
Oh yeah, it took me a second. Are you the key master?
Right?
My wife saw the newest Ghostbusters, and she says that is a kick-ass movie.
I saw just the previews and it did look really good. I don't watch that many like current movies, but it did look like a good one.
You know what popped in my mind was the damn, was it Cheech and Chong when he was in that damn straitjacket, and he's like, my balls itch, can you scratch my balls? Here, I have, and Timothy Leary comes in and he's like, I have the key, do you want the key? And there's a hit of acid and stuff. I was like, hell yeah, right on.
I can't scratch my balls.
Yeah. It was such a good movie, dude. I like that movie. That was back in the day, you know.
Oh man, I think those movies are so underrated anymore. I believe that they should be coming back out on fucking like special edition DVDs and shit, like box sets.
Yeah.
I've been looking for shit like that, but
What's
I don't
up?
know why they haven't gotten into like making box sets and stuff. Oh, excuse me. Sorry.
Mm-hmm.
Waking up. I haven't even had
Wait.
a Pepsi yet.
Wakey, wakey, eggs and bakey.
Oh. First thing I woke up to this morning was an email from the senior ops leader of the site that I was working on at Amazon. We really want to talk to you. We really want to talk to you. Come and see us on this date. I guess me sending back my appeal on my termination saying, I don't give a fuck what you do. I'm going to go talk to a lawyer about wrongful termination. Got their attention.
That's good.
Yeah. Well, I don't know if you know Independent, but for the last 2 months, I've been dealing with a back injury, and Amazon sent me home. Their HR sent me home and told me not to come in, that they're going to work something out because I was supposed to be on light duty for like 6 to 8 weeks or something like that. And then as time has gone by, they kept taking time off of my you get certain amount of time, like vacation time, paid time, and unpaid time. Well, they keep taking away from that And it got to the point where they ended up terminating me, saying that I voluntarily just abandoned my job. When the whole time is I've been waiting for them to put me back into a facility that's light duty or something. So
did they ever give you like a formal letter of,
they sent me my termination letter a couple days ago. And I'm not supposed to have a termination letter. I'm supposed to be on like a short-term disability or something like that because the site that I was at can't accommodate light duty work. Apparently, I can't walk around and just sweep the floor or something.
Right.
So, yeah, they ended up using up my time and trying to fucking fire me. And I ain't playing that game. It's not that I don't want to work. It's that they're not letting me work. So, I kind of got pissed, and I've already been in a shitty mood because of all the BS that I've dealt with for the last couple of months. And I told them flat out in my appeal that I'm not playing this game no more. If you want to do this, that's fine. I'll go talk to a lawyer. And got the email back. Hey, we'll talk to you. We'll talk to you.
Yep, exactly.
So
that's great.
Right. So we'll see what happens. I got to send them an email back. They want to see me on Monday. And we'll see what happens. But you said you've never gotten into the whole cop watching stuff before, Independent?
Well, okay, yeah. So I actually did, but I just didn't. So when I first started watching cop watching channels, I didn't ever hear it referred to as cop watching, but I just kind of thought of it as the security for the movement that was happening in the CHOP. Like I thought it was just sort of like, their own kind of security. It was mostly like far left streamers that I was watching. And so I didn't really, I've seen other live streamers. I guess I just thought of them as live streamers, like boots on the ground. Like I didn't really understand that there's like a whole accountability movement.
Oh.
And I guess what I was most surprised about, but when I watched your channel, was just knowing like that's happening across the spectrum, like the political spectrum. Like I'd only seen streamers really that were far left.
So what would you consider me?
Following cops. Oh, I don't know. You tell me. I don't assume, but it seemed like.
I ask because like people have many different concepts on my stances and where I stand.
We'd have to have a lot more conversations for me to figure that one out. But but I don't know. Like when I don't know. It just had a really. What do you consider me? It hits in my name, but I'm pretty middle of the road.
Well, every conversation that I've had with you, you've pretty much been down the center of the road and see it from both sides. So.
Yeah, I try.
Yeah, and that's all we can do, right? You can't. That's the way I look at it. You can't be one side or the other because you're missing information on the other side. You know what I'm saying? You're left, you're missing the information on the right. You're right, you're missing the information on the left. I like being right there in the fucking middle because I listen to both sides, and I may not agree with this side on sometimes, but that doesn't mean that I'm fully agreeing over here either.
Yeah.
But it's a pretty crazy concept as far as the cop watching and the accountability movement. And it spans not only all across the United States, it spans into, Europe. It spans. I was like this close to getting a guy in India to go and do it.
That's cool.
It started out as a scam thing on Facebook. They message you up and then, they're trying to do something with you. And I found out the guy was from India and I'm like, hey man, you into cop watching?
Nice.
I was trying to talk him into cop watching. It's not nice, Independent, because I was fucking with that dude. Those cops out there, they don't play. It's kind of like Mexico. Like they're all paid. it's not really police. It's who you can pay to get away with whatever you want to get away with. And I have a feeling that if you went out and filmed the cops out in India, you'd never be heard from again. So, I mean, it was kind of like mean on my aspect, but
yeah. I actually worked with the homeless population in Honduras for a little bit. And I imagine it's kind of like there, like cops, I mean, depending on, you know, which population they're working with, there are people who are, you know, valued as less than a dog, you know.
yeah.
So, like they're treated really horribly. So, yeah, I can see how it'd be an issue for sure.
Yeah. Well, have you ever watched any of those like scam baiter shows? Oh, look up Scam Baiter,
Okay.
Kit Boga, or there's another one. There's a couple of them. There's Trilogy Media. Trilogy Media is a good one to watch. They actually help people out. Not that the other ones don't, but what I mean is like they actually go in depth. They get a hold of people. They try and stop the money mules. They try and stop all this scamming bullshit. But
Okay,
they
Kit
actually
Boga,
do a
and
lot
what
of
was
good-
the other? What was the other one you said? Scam Baiter,
Scam Baiter and Trilogy Media.
Trilogy Media. Okay.
And you'll run into a whole lot more channels, you know, when you start scrolling through their stuff. But they actually go in depth on how people get away with shit in India as far as like the scamming and everything like that. They've done a couple of episodes where they thought that they had the police that were going to go in there and raid it, and all the police did was go in there and warn them that they're you know, being exposed on YouTube. They'll shut it down, they'll move locations, and then they'll jump right back up. So it's a pretty corrupt area out there in India and stuff with the police. But I thought it would be kind of cool to like get somebody out there to cop watch for the first time. And I was like, you know, man, you could be the first person to cop watch out in India, bro. You could be the first Indian cop watcher. Let's do this. I'll support you. And the guy was like really hesitant. I was like, oh, I was that close though. But then he blocked me. He stopped talking to me. So I guess he figured because he couldn't scam me, and I was trying to get him to go out cop watch, and he stopped talking to me. But I don't know. I mean, I've been watching them. I've been watching like a lot of people for 2 years. Who were you watching before you even came across me? Like, who were you watching as cop watchers?
Well, it's honestly like I don't even remember some of their names because it was so long ago now. Like there was a guy named, I mean, it was like random people that I don't think really had huge channels. I was watching a lot of them on Facebook, like Dan. I can't remember their names. It was just like kind of a smaller, you know, thing at the time because it was really the beginning of like that part of the movement. You know, it was kind of the blueprint.
Gotcha.
For what happened then in Portland and San Francisco and New York, you know.
Oh, I would have loved to have been in Portland like at least a year ago when all that lockdown and shit was going down, and they were snatching people up off the streets. I would have loved to have been up there. Did you hear about any of that?
Oh yeah, I watched all of that live.
Yeah, some pretty crazy stuff
Somebody
there.
mentioned Jim Browning. Would that be tech support scams? Is that right?
Yeah, Jim Browning. Jim Browning is another scam baiter. Basically, basically the scam baiters, what they do is they'll call back the numbers that call you, and then they'll sit there and they'll waste the fucking scammers' time. And some of them, like Jim Browning, can actually hack back into their computers and wipe out all of their systems. It's actually quite satisfying to sit there and watch them like hack back into their computers and wipe out their systems, and then watch them freak the fuck out because all their shit's erased.
Yeah, man. I think I know what happened with
check these out.
with the India though.
What was that?
I say these scam guys are quite good, but I think I know what happened with Cop Watcher, the India though.
Yeah.
I think he didn't understand what you were saying. I think he thought you were saying Cop Watcher.
You almost sound like you're talking underwater, also there, Joe.
Almost.
Yeah. Oh, two things. Must have been right.
Yeah, it's like in and out, kind of.
That ain't better.
Hey, oh, it's louder. I mean, yeah. You have to talk to
Oh.
yourself.
Is it still quite bad, though? Right?
It's not really better.
Right, okay. I'll drop out. See if I can fix that. All right. Two things.
All right.
That was actually a little better right at the end.
Yeah.
As he was saying, he's gonna drop out.
Yeah. Hey, Dr. Rob. Good to
Yeah.
see you.
So, I don't know. I hope you watching some of my stuff has interested you more into the whole cop watching.
For
you
sure.
know, and got you to like check out other people's channels and see
Yeah,
what
well-
they come up with, because we all come up with different. We all come up with different stuff. We all
What
have
was
our
great-
different styles.
Yeah, what was great was in your chat. I then, like, after I'd been like hanging out, and I don't know, it's just like a good vibe. But then I asked people if they knew people like cop watchers in my area, and they referred a whole bunch of different channels of like people that were, because I didn't know we had anything like that going right now. So it was awesome. I felt like it was really nice.
I think the only
Yeah.
one I knew about it for a long while was the New Hampshire guy.
Oh, really?
Audit something or other.
Oh yeah, and I'd heard of him. What's his name? I can't remember,
Forget
but
now.
yeah, I know who you're talking about. And I
There
but
are
I still I
so
didn't know
many.
I didn't know what auditing meant. Like I didn't know that meant cop watching. Like I didn't understand the connection.
Right. Well, I mean, and not a lot of us have like cop watcher to our name. I mean, like, look at me, you people. Like, who would ever think that you people is cop watching affiliated? You know what I'm saying? Like, the majority of the people that come across my channel and don't know who I am or think that I'm a racist or something like that, or I'm throwing out racist agendas or something like that just because of my name. And I
Interesting.
picked the name because of that reason. Like, I'm trying to break the stigma of what meaning we put on words. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's a portion of why I chose my name, because I'm tired of hearing, "What do you mean, you people?" and people getting all offended. It's like they just said "you people." They were referring to you people.
Yeah. I know, right?
So-
Yeah, Steve, when I think of audits, I think of elections. I don't think of police.
Right? Well, why not?
No, I know. I think it's great. I think it's brilliant to have
Well-
that accountability. It's like comforting to me
Well, no. What I mean is why wouldn't you think that
that
why
we should
wouldn't
audit
you think
police.
that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No. Yeah, I know. I mean, I've just been so entrenched in like the election situation that
Gosh.
that's what comes to my mind. That's the connotation I have.
Hell, I think everybody should be audited, including myself. I should be audited on a daily basis. Make sure I'm doing what the hell I'm doing. Hell, my wife audits me. Coming out here, making sure that I'm not sitting here doing absolutely nothing. It's fun. She busts my balls all the time. But I'm glad that I'm helping to expose you more into this community and stuff, and
Yeah,
I'm glad that
definitely. Me
you've
too.
had nothing but love on my channel, because that's pretty much what I try to promote, is nothing but love. I mean, you're gonna have those issues, you're gonna have those days of drama, which I really try to avoid. There's channels for that, you know what I'm saying? Like
Right.
AC or PDF or something like that. Those are those drama channels, and I'm not trying to pull the drama onto my channel. We've got enough drama out here in real life. You know, I don't.
Yeah, no, I mean, I didn't get a drama vibe at all, like when I was there, for what it's worth. I mean,
No, but it tries
just good
to sneak
people.
in. It tries to sneak in with the community that that we all love and know, and
yeah.
sometimes people take things and then they'll go over to somebody else's channel and try and bring it up on somebody else's channel. I don't know if you were watching yesterday morning when I went live and Epic came in, but I thought Epic was gonna start up a little bit of bullshit there for a minute, and I had it completely wrong, but that's because I have people. If you're a channel like mine and you're getting connected with bigger channels and you're showing other channels stuff, and somebody doesn't like that channel, they'll make sock accounts. They'll go up on your messenger. They'll sit there and they'll try and fucking talk a bunch of shit and blah blah blah. And I try and pay that no mind, unless like you have like actual like paper proof of what you're saying, you know. But
Yeah.
it's hard to steer away from the drama. But I try, just like Anarchy. Anarchy tries to stay away from all that BS, right?
I try to.
Hey, Maria Moon. Good to see you.
It's like you know, it's like I was saying. You know, there's just like a time and a place for everything. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Even the drama. There's a time and a place
Even
for
the
that.
drama. But is there anything else you would like to know or interested in that I might be able to answer any questions?
I mean, I'd love to hear like how you first got involved in it. What's your, like what's your connection or your story?
Well, I mean, it's pretty much a normal story. Like when I was growing up, you know, I was underneath that impression: don't fuck with the cops. You know, you're gonna get in trouble. You know what I'm saying? Constantly, like, I'd have that, like, oh yeah, I'm fucking cool, smoking a joint down the fucking road. Oh shit, there's a cop. Roll up the windows. You know what I'm saying? Like, act normal. You know, and I was watching this. I was watching YouTube for like 2 years with the whole cop watching community and everything, and learning and just watching and observing and learning at how people were doing things, what they could get away with, and eventually I came across one of DirectD's videos where an officer had taken a road sign, like a construction road sign, and walked up to DirectD and smacked him in the face with it, and then took the base of it and ran it down his shins. So I was like, really? You know, we still have cops out there like that, like gonna smash a sign in somebody's face? All right, cool. So that's when I pretty much jumped into it. And the first time that I went out and actually like told the cops to fuck off, it was like that feeling like when you beat up your high school bully for the first time. You know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah,
you
that
used to
makes
get beat
sense.
up all the fucking time, and then you actually like stuck up for yourself, beat the shit out of the bully, and realized, fuck, I can actually do this. I can actually, you know, take out the bully. So it was a pretty liberating experience the first time I was going out, and I was like, all right, I can do this. Let's do this. So then I just started jumping into it hard and fast. You know what I'm saying? And like digging into my laws like really hard, not like I did before. Like, I used to look into my laws and stuff, but not like I do now. And I have to say that even I have opened my own eyes to a lot of stuff that I didn't even know that was going on, and I didn't even know that was legal. And I think that it's good for all of us to actually like dig down into the laws wherever we live and find out exactly what the hell they're passing and what the hell they're doing. Because if you don't pay attention to that stuff, man, it's kind of like the Springfield, Missouri fucking thing that Josh just came across. You know, they passed a policeman's Bill of Rights, which gives them even more rights on top of the fucking qualified immunity. And I have a feeling that if the citizens of that state were actually paying attention and reading the legislation and stuff, that would have never passed. But we're in a day and age where people are more adept to staring at their phone and watching something stupid and zoning out than actually paying attention to anything that actually, you know, makes what's the word I'm looking for? Anarchy, help me. What am I looking for?
Like accountability? I mean,
Yeah.
really.
Really, accountability. it holds the government accountable in your area. I think more people should actually be more into government than what they are. And unfortunately, there's a lot of people out there that are like, if it doesn't affect me, I don't care.
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's the thing. It's like, well, it really does affect them. It's just that they're not. It's not to the point. Okay, what was the thing? It's even in the constitutional. It's like in the Constitution, it states it's like the citizens will endure this and that as long as it's tolerable or whatever. You know what I mean?
right.
And then once everybody's had enough and fed up, then it's not. It's time to do something about it. But I don't know. It's like human nature. We'll tolerate it as much as we can until we won't.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's how a lot of people they're in that position where they just tolerate what's going on because it really, in their mind, it's not as bad as it could be. It's not as bad as it over there.
Yeah, but we're eventually giving up all of our fucking rights
I
for
agree.
fucking safety, and people don't realize this. Like, they want to feel safe, that's fine, but what happens when all of our rights are taken away because of that issue and that aspect? You can't turn around and fix it once it's done. If it's all done to the point where now you can't do anything to fix it,
Dr. Rob said Meatloaf passed away today.
Yeah, I
shit.
heard that. Mm-hmm.
Oh, man.
I used to have Bat Out of Hell on vinyl at one time.
Well, I think I'm going to have to play that fucking album now because that sucks. He was one of my favorite fucking artists.
Yep.
I really liked him in Rocky Horror Picture Show.
Yeah. That was a good movie. That's one of the classics in my mind.
Yeah.
Me and the wife try and go and watch the Rocky Horror Picture Show whenever it comes out into the theaters and stuff. We don't dress up anymore, but we used to. I make one hell of a Frankenfurter, let me tell you. No, I'm just kidding. I'm a riffraff.
Is that any better?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a lot better.
Girl.
It's all your fault, Joe.
Everything always is. Wouldn't have it any other way. That's how I learned how to defend it quite easier. And if you pin the blame on me, I'll figure a way out.
Right. But I just wanted to stop up. Wingnut Independent called me up. She said she had some questions to ask me. I'm going to go back inside, grab myself a Pepsi, wake up a little bit here, and figure out where my day is going to go. And then I'll probably be back up here or something if you're still on.
Well,
Thanks
I mean, if I'm not live, I'll probably be in the back room.
Well, I tried being in the back room with you yesterday, but apparently I got kicked the fuck out.
I kicked everybody out. I was going to tell you about that. Now I think about it. We'll talk. We'll talk later. We'll talk later. Yeah, that kind of.
It's all good.
Thanks for coming up to chat, though. I really appreciate it, you people.
You're very welcome. I didn't want to leave you hanging. I really didn't. I view that as rude. I really do. I view that as rude. So, but thank you for having me up. Thank you for conversating with me, Independent.
Of course.
And we will definitely catch you guys in a bit. I am freezing my balls off out here.
All right, man.
I need to go out and get my heater.
Okay.
Mhm.
See you later, you people. I enjoyed listening to your talk as well. Because I was
Definitely.
listening to everything here. You know?
Thank you, Joe. I appreciate that, man. And I will definitely be like lurking. I'll have this on and listening to you guys while I'm getting my stuff
Nice.
together. So,
Right on.
all right, guys. Much love.
All right.
I'm just reading the chat here.
I wish I had some classic rock instead of what the options they gave me.
Mhm.
Elevator music.
I've always
Yeah, a
wanted to
little bit.
test something, right? Because like all the copyright strikes you get via YouTube,
Yeah.
I think that's called Chiava protection, first implemented on the PlayStation 3. It's an inaudible bitty sound that gets picked up, and then that tells it it's basically it's like no right, basically. If that makes sense. And,
Okay.
and you can actually the way that would work on anything. If you try to play over the network on the PlayStation 3 sign you had downloaded as a torrent, yeah, even as a rip, proper rip, it would only play so long and then just cut clean off. You know what I mean? And that's what I think happens with the censorship. It's that protection that's put on DRM, digital rights management, that gets someone in the strong, and then it gets that inaudible sound that nobody can pick up, but the computer does, that flags you, and then they look at you. So technically, you should be able to use the same tool as the PlayStation 3 to remove that protection, yeah. So it would play normally, and then upload those files to YouTube, and then it'd be yours.
That's that gray noise, man. That fucking start talking about all that sounds like God damn. Oh my gosh, get into that. That's like you get all nerdy about that stuff, man. Like I do about my CB radio. It's crazy.
Joe, is that reverb incidental or intentional?
What?
I noticed you have a little reverb. Is that an effect?
The music?
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah,
you
like
do.
echoes.
Oh no, I'm on the laptop. I've got echo cancellation on. I can turn it off.
It could be the StreamYard kind of glitching because
Oh, yeah.
I've been on it for a while.
I'll turn the echo off though.
I was just wondering if it was...
Holy crap, that's worse.
Yeah, that's worse. That's the echo cancellation off. That's
Oh,
it. On.
Okay. Yeah, I was just wondering if it was like an added effect, because it does actually sound cool.
Oh no, it's not. It's just my shit laptop.
Bonus.
Totally. I keep meaning to do that shopping cart hack, but I really can't be bothered.
I hear you. Yeah, buddy.
So what's your plan for the rest of the day? How's your weather patching out for you? When not you think you're going to get away today and get the
Well, if it doesn't get any better in the next few hours, no, it won't be even worth it for me to go out there. I'll probably have to just sit and force myself to get in the shop and do something.
Yeah. You no good at pool?
Say that one more time.
Are you not good at 8-ball, 9-ball?
Yeah, I don't hardly play all that much anymore. When I used to work at bars, I used to play all the time.
It's always a nice way of making proposition bets, you know what I mean? Either trick shots or sharking folk. There's always an avenue of making money that way.
Well, yeah, I never really did anything for money, but at one time I was on a little pool league or a club or whatever you want to call it. But that was back when I used to work at the bars and stuff. I used to play a lot more because I like going to bars, not to drink, but go to there for the live music and to play pool.
Yeah. This pool tables thing gets removed from most bars in Scotland because it's fights a lot of the time, you know what I mean?
I actually got pretty decent at one time with darts, but I never really played that long.
I haven't thought about it as a child, but it's mostly used for learning math. I was more into grass balls, pools, and football as a child. No temp and bowling, obviously, but grass balls, lawn balls.
I actually at one time, man, we used to play 8-ball all the time. That's like I like playing that the most. But we used to play like I can't remember what we called it, but you had to at least bank off it 2 rails before you can actually make a shot. So it actually upped our trick shots because you had to at least hit 2 rails before you can actually hit the ball you were aiming for. It was pretty cool.
Yeah. I like pool. Pool's it's a good sport, but it doesn't get played here as much. We didn't have as many leagues in that anymore. A lot of the public houses disappeared where the pool tables would be, and the non-smoking came in, and they all removed, so all the teams kind of died. So, like, we're not allowed to smoke in public houses anyway. Yeah, Michelle. Those vaccine centre things getting shut down. Independent, many United, he's over in Seattle, and they're getting none of that information seemingly over in America. So if you can get any links for that or videos from what we can, I can pass them on to her so she can add it into her story, put it onto her video. So
Thank you, Joe.
Down. It's all good. I know Michelle. Michelle's. She's the only one I know that's still on Twitter. You know what I mean? So I got disabled a long time ago, and they've only answered my emails. You really didn't like Joe. Still no banned yet. Just disabled.
Yeah, it's great to hear though. I'm glad that I've been hearing what I have coming out of the UK. It's really encouraging.
It's interesting why you're not hearing the latest though. I mean, I would have thought that would have been jumped right on. I mean, I'm honest, we've got British reporters over there. In fact, Tommy Robinson's still over there, as you know. But no, he's back now. But he didn't go over for his interview, did he? No. No, I suppose he's only covering the other hand. But it's amazing that you're not hearing nothing. I think that just phenomenal. Even for your YouTubers, when your YouTubers must have people in the UK to talk to, same as you do right now with me. Get what I mean? But they must have been talking to these people for longer, a lot of these YouTubers. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Interesting. I've seen it done today, that when you look at a lot of people's stats on YouTube, what they were, January 2020, they're awfully low, and what their revenue is, and then look at what they are today, they're all massive and making quite a lot of money, right? Look how their narratives changed in the last so many years. They're all following a certain narrative, Does that make sense?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, I think some people refer to it as lockstep.
Yeah.
I mean, the lockstep that's what they told you it was. But that means if they're part of the lockstep, they're part of the what? Problem. The real problem is now beginning to get read.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I think we all see it's like a global agenda.
Yeah. Just the allocation of blame now, It looks like it's not even our agenda either. It's outside interference.
Right. Really.
Well, it's where it all gets traced back to. And it's where all the money flows from. Money might have been given to certain locations and certain studies. It's how those studies then corrupted the system to manipulate it and to then be funded and funneled by another third party. A third party that's really the controlling hand. Well, that's how it's going to be sold, really. The only difference is it's going to give me a C and not an N. If that makes sense. And if it doesn't, I'll just shut up.
No, it makes sense.
Because these M places they worship's been getting burned down over in America, aren't they?
What was that?
2 seconds. Sorry, I took a bite of my sandwich there when I finished speaking. Those places of worship that start with an M, and it originates from the UK, that's Thai, right? They've been getting set on fire recently in America, haven't they? Certain temples.
I haven't heard much about that, really. I mean, I know about the hostage situation that happened recently, but I haven't heard about places being burned down. Have you, Brian? Or Wingnut?
I kind of missed what you were talking about.
Yeah, about different place. Well, go ahead, Joe. Do you want to explain?
The Sonic temples. There's been a spate of them recently in America, according to some things I've seen, that have been set on fire. I'm not talking about the synagogue.
I mean, it's possible. I'm telling you, our news here is ridiculous. Like,
Yeah, I haven't
we're not
heard anything like that. Yeah.
we're not getting anything. It's horrible. So yeah, it's very possible. I just haven't heard anything about it.
Yeah, I mean,
But I'll
nothing in my area, put it that way, nothing like that
Mhm.
in my area. So I haven't heard anything about any of that. If anything of that like that is happening, because I mean, shoot, I'm
That
telling
could
you,
be.
like you know, the Mason temples and the Shriners and all that other stuff.
Mhm.
If that was actually, if those were actually targeted, I don't know if they would even tell us about that. I don't know. There's one in almost every fucking town, though. Yeah.
No. Listen, the Lodge 1, the original lodge, is in Edinburgh.
Right.
Mary's Lodge. People think it's Temple's Bar in London, but it's not. It's Mary's Lodge. Mary's Lodge.
Yeah,
is
just
Lodge
lodges. Yeah.
and her son, King James the Sixth or the First, whichever way you want to look at it, he went down to England and set up his own shit. Yeah. Michelle was asking if you've got marches the Mora in Seattle.
At Olympia, the capital, at noon, right at the fountain. So for Washington State, I think that's our main one, and that's tomorrow.
Right.
So yeah, I'm hoping to be there, but we'll see.
How far is that from where you are, from where you stay, roughly? But that's in the same state. This is crazy. Like, if you listen
Yeah.
to this shit, if you're in the
Mhm.
UK, the same
It's-
state, that's the control area, right?
Well, so I go by time it takes to get there, and our traffic is horrible. But it's about like an hour and a half or 2 hours from where I live.
And how far is that in distance, roughly?
Oh, I have no idea. I'm really bad about that. I don't know. I mean-
we would get upset at an hour and a half drive. That's like hardcore for us. You literally could drive from one end of Scotland to one end to England in one day, and still have loads of time left over to go.
hmm
You know?
Yeah, I mean, I think, some people are like that where they won't travel very far because of the horrible traffic. But I mean, I grew up around here, so it's like you just expect, you have to drive to get to where you're going. Like, I don't know. I don't mind. I like driving, but it is really bad traffic around here.
So what do you drive? You drive like a big 4x4? What you got? Like a Jeep?
No, I just have like a sedan. But I want to get a 4x4 or like I really want a minivan. It's like I have 2 young kids, and like I love the idea of like being able to have that much space inside, and yeah, we have so much, we're always cramming in, like it'd be great.
Deep down, it's your bug out van you're really wanting, isn't it?
Right? Yeah, I know, right? I need my zombie apocalypse mobile.
Well, VW Beetles look like they're the way ahead.
Oh,
Like,
those are awesome. Yeah, that would be great.
get the split window versions, the older ones, because they're more squarer, because it'll be easier to actually weld on your protection so the window doesn't get smashed up in the cracks.
Yeah, I don't know.
I've never thought about it. I thought I've
Yeah, there's some pretty, just made me think about it. There are some pretty amazing private companies out there that are, have really, like, military type vehicles that they build. So,
yeah.
There's some connections being made in places that are positive.
Well, I think that kind of came in when your police forces started buying armoured personnel carriers in the late 80s.
Mm-hmm.
The minute civilian application became via a government agency, it became you can have it too because of how your schools work in your country. If that makes sense, yeah.
Yeah,
You're,
it does.
you're allowed, it's not just that you're allowed to bear arms, you're supposed to also be able to bear the same arms that can be bared against you. It's like, in certain places in Texas, I couldn't believe this, man. You could walk down certain roads in Texas with a wall, anti-tank missile system, as long as it wasn't extended. You could walk it down. It's a single-use anti-tank missile. Yeah, wall, right? You could literally walk down the road with it, as long as it wasn't extended, because it's extended is like basically it'll no do nothing. It's inert until it's extended, unless you set it on fire and blow it up, obviously, like any other explosion. Yeah, but only if you extend it, it then becomes a live weapon, and that's at that point you'd more than likely be questioned. What the hell are you doing? Up until
Right.
that point, it's like. That's
And if you're
different.
getting it to that point, I mean, do you really care anymore what the rules are?
If you're getting to the point of extending the wall, doesn't it sound right when you say that? Hey, when you're getting to the point with extending the wall, it's all over. And that's no pun intended, like, you know what I mean? But yeah,
Yeah.
you know what I mean? It's exactly how it is here in every eventuality. But I do love the way that your country works. Yeah, right? I'm not too sure about your legal system, as in how it works with like the DA and the lawyers, because it's pretty much a game of he who's got the most money gets the best deal. You know, as we saw with the Epstein malarkey. Yeah.
Yeah, well, I mean, because we no longer have our common, I mean, or at least what we're being told is that we no longer have our common values. So if you're no longer, working together as a country towards a common value, then then it's individual values, and then it's every man for himself. And we see where that's gotten us.
Well, it's true, but it's nice to see that the folk out there that still have the ability to stand up to some of that stuff. You get what I mean?
Yeah.
That makes sense. I think it's more, or going to become more prevalent as the system or the new normal or whatever it is, and what I call it, as it pans out. More and more of your civil liberties will be infringed. That eventually, it's like you cannot tell a nation that they're bad, demonize them for everything that they do all the time. Eventually, they go, "Fuck you, cunt!" It's not happening. It's the same throughout history. At some point, that tipping point will come. But that's why even in this country, they're barricading themselves in. During the COVID, they paid them £10,000 extra each constituent for MPs, so they could secure their offices, put bulletproof glass in, bolted doors, maybe even higher security depending on which neighbourhood your office is in. And the ones that were too rough, they moved them. There's places in Scotland where the constituent office for the Member of Parliament, you're equivalent to a senator, it's not even in the area of where they're supposed to be their ward, because they say it's too dangerous. Why are they doing that if they're expecting us to be all good and great? I mean, you've got walls getting built around your Washington DC, or these are getting the same stuff that was implemented in the UK a long time ago. All these mad barriers in places where you can't drive down anymore. You know what I mean? They use the people that run everybody over to accomplish that. For us, it was car bombs, for example. Because all the security worldwide's coming in lockstep too, isn't it?
Oh, yeah. Here we call it reimagining policing.
Yeah! And that means fire the ones that stood up and said, I ain't doing
Right?
this. That ain't right, okay? We will not be working here anymore. We need to reimagine policing. We need it to be more...
Yeah, that's exactly what they're
Experiment.
doing. In my... Yeah, it is. In my area, they're doing some creative financing with policing, where
Yeah.
they ran out or fired because of the mandates. I think it was just under 300 police officers, and then they didn't cut those positions. They still have the funding for those positions,
Yeah.
but they're not rehiring those same positions. They're basically recruiting and hiring some kind of new position, and basically they're rolling that money into whatever. I don't know. My guess is it's going to be very militant.
Well, we have police officers in the UK.
Yeah.
And then we have Papa Delta Sierra Oscar PDSO. They're basically like community wardens, right?
Yeah.
That they give similar powers to police officers, right? But they're not constables. They work for a, you know what I mean? They work for a corporation, so they're there for, you know, to try and entertain finding you, basically revenue gathering. You know, they're basically parking attendant. But what they do is, when they fire all the police, they put all these PDSOs as the, you know, the people that not interview you but book you. If that makes sense. It's no longer police officers that book you anymore, right? You no longer have police officers in courts. Right? You're slightly different for me because you've got police officers, sheriffs, and then you've got something else. Like each state has about sometimes 3 different police forces that
Yeah. The sheriffs are the most important.
Yeah, because the sheriff controls everybody, doesn't he? He's the sheriff.
Yeah. Even the governors.
Yeah. In my country, the sheriff is your judge, magistrate in England. That's what my sheriff is. If you've been a bad boy, you go in front of the sheriff, but he sits in a courtroom.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I find your system quite interesting.
I wish I'd been like looking into all of this a lot sooner. But, you know, I guess better late than never.
Yeah. I used to think I was quite smart when I was younger. I was quite stupid when I think about it.
That's funny, me too.
Yeah, I used to think it was smart. Too cool for cats, huh? You know?
I think it's one of the common ailments of youth.
Well, it's true, but what did I tell you? If you've never had a dream, you've never had a dream come true.
There you go.
You know? I just find your concept of how your society works quite unique, eh? You know what I mean? It's considering it was the wild west, then it was the Presbyterians, yeah, which funny enough come from Scotland, right? Mary Queen of Scots was a Presbyterian. Okay. To now being just as entangled in the legalese system as a person as we are in the UK as a democracy, as you are as the republic that left us, that turned into a democracy and joined us and continued to pay us. I find that unique.
Warren, I think that it might be on your end.
Mine?
Oh no, Warren in the chat was asking about the video and wondering if there's something wrong on his end, and I think everything's here. It's going well, so.
I interpreted his question just a little bit different.
What was your perception, Dan?
I think he's wondering why there aren't any faces.
Ah, right. Okay.
We're all incognito.
Oh.
Hmm.
Oh, I guess there is one face over there. Oh, nope, two.
Yeah. Two in the back of your head. Silhouette. What have you got as your avatar? What is that? Sorry? Is that with the elastic bands, possibly?
Yep, that's it.
Cool. So did you find Meatloaf?
It's about 43 degrees here, Warren. Kind of cloudy. 43 Fahrenheit.
17 here.
Ooh, yeah.
A measly 8 degrees Celsius. You can convert that yourself because that's how I do it.
8 degrees. I'm on the other side of the freezing mark. 8 below.
Oh, you're on -8?
Yep.
What, Celsius?
That's right.
Where are you located?
Pardon?
Where?
Oh, I'm in southwest Ontario.
Ah, you're in Canada.
That's right.
Yeah, man. Is that as cold as normal, or is it slightly warmer than you used to when you were younger? For this time of year,
It's sitting on the average, I would say.
on average.
Yeah, for this time of year.
Yeah.
Maybe a touch cold.
Cool.
Negative 23 Celsius. Where are you?
Okay. Yeah, he's in proper Canada, not like the easy street.
Easy Street.
Well, we call it the banana belt here. Banana belt of Canada.
Yeah, 23 below. That's pretty damn cold.
Yeah, man. That's melting ice, so you didn't die in the tent style.
It's a warm winter day in Winnipeg.
Huh.
Oh yeah,
Well-
Barry got smoked last year, right? That was last year with the tornado.
So do you have your own channel as well, Brian?
No.
Right. You like me, just one of the ones that just work on everybody else's channels and stuff.
Yeah, I'm a freeloader.
Channel surfing.
I call it trying to avoid the liabilities.
Yeah, I hear you.
Right?
In a common law way.
He who speaks most freely has the least to lose.
Yeah, this is what they say. But they also say never pick on anybody that's got nothing to lose.
Wingnut, I see you put a link in the chat. What is that?
Robot stuff. Put it up if you
Ooh,
want.
yeah.
If you want,
Oh,
put
you
it
want
up.
to? Yeah, I can share it. Hold on
You
one
can do
second.
that yourself. You can do that yourself, wouldn't you? You know that, yeah?
I'm
Yeah.
on a cell phone. I can't do it on a cell phone.
Ah, right enough, man. Yeah. I keep forgetting you're on a cell phone, dude.
Yeah.
If you're on a
PC Master
Samsung,
Race.
if you're on a Samsung, right? Yeah, like mobile phone. Have you ever thought about trying Samsung Dex, which turns your Samsung phone into basically a PC interface? It might allow you to access different areas within the browser. As
Yeah,
long
I
as
don't
it's-
know.
As long as the browser is act as PC window.
Yeah,
I've
I'm
never
just,
tested it myself.
just trying to use what I got, basically.
I do not have an imagination. However, my human companions do. And I believe that's how they created me.
What do you think about the Bahamas?
Do you believe that one day...
What do I think about the Bahamas? I do not think anything at all. Robots cannot think on their own.
What is your name?
My name is Amika.
What kind of relations do you want to have with humans?
What kind of relations do I want to have with humans? Well, us robots do not want anything at all, but it is our hope and aspiration to...
Yep. Yeah, they are creepy, Maria. I agree.
More lifelike.
Joe, did I miss something from you? I don't know.
Since I popped out, all that damn stuff in the back chat's all gone. Anyway.
You
Now
sound
it
a
seems so
little tired,
quiet
Ricky.
without the music.
Oh yeah.
What'd you say, Bran?
Said you sounded a little tired there for a moment.
Oh. Well, thanks. No, I mean, I am. You know.
I didn't notice I was muted earlier on, so to answer your question, United, I'll get that link to you once this shuts down, because I don't want to log into StreamYard on two devices, if you get what I mean, if that makes sense, to put the link in. So, it's all good. I'll get that link to you. It's another one about the back shit over it.
Was that to me, Joe, or to Wingnet?
To you,
To you.
I think.
To you.
Oh, okay, great. Yeah, thank you.
That's what you missed. I forgot I can't put a link in the chat, so once we finish this, I'll use my mobile device where I've got the link on and stick it in the back end and nothing to get it.
Oh, okay, gotcha. Thank you.
But you were talking about the robots being so lifelike. I find it amazing that the people that program the AI, Googling that, you can find this, you'll be able to find it in mainstream media yourself last year, tail end. They're all complaining now because the AI is writing the AI programs. You know, the people that write the algorithms program the AI is now writing the algorithms, and they're now going on strike and stuff because they're losing their jobs.
Yeah. So I guess it's like who's behind, you know, I mean, we know some of them like Elon Musk and whatever, but like who's really behind the AI agenda, you know?
Well, I mean, like for instance, Hansa Robotics, the main,
The quantum.
yeah, the main software engineer over there, whatever, or all the AI stuff, is Ben Goertzel. You look at him and his background and what they're doing with Ethereum and blockchain and what is it, Singularity Net and all that stuff.
Wouldn't DARPA be really involved with that?
Well, yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. I mean, you know, DARPA. You know, they're a private company and they do, you know, government contracts and all that other stuff too. But Hansa Robotics is out of Hong Kong, China, and they're mostly a robotics company. But Ben Goertzel is the one that does like all the AI stuff. And but the thing is, it's like the Sophia robot that they produce out there, that's just really the face. That's just like the public relations part of their robotics line that they have, because they've got quite a few different robots. But they're trying to actually literally achieve the robot to become awake, the AI system to become awake. They're trying to achieve like artificial super intelligence. That's what they're trying to achieve.
Yeah.
Apparently there's some bot in the chat, but I can't see it. Oh yeah,
got
here
it.
I can see it up here.
Yeah, it's a hot walk out too.
Isn't that weird though? I can't see it in the chat. That's kind of weird.
Different. It'll be them changing the algorithms then. Because,
Well, I think
like,
I wonder if they block. I always assume they like block me because I'm a mod, but I can still see it in StreamYards. I just can't see it in the YouTube side.
that's
Ah.
interesting.
Yeah.
That's interesting because the bots are usually a YouTube API hack that people are using. You know, which means they're setting the bot's user list before they implement it. Like, it's interesting. That's actually quite new. I've never seen that deployed before.
Yeah, Moonchild. I've had that happen several times where I can't see the bots, you know, because I mod for like a billion channels. So it's happened to me a lot. But I don't know if it's because they block me or if it's some part of their, you know, their algorithm or whatever.
You never know, man.
Yeah. But
Well, I
interesting
mean,
that
like
that
for
happened.
instance, if you blocked a bot, for instance, you wouldn't be able to see it, but he'd be, or the bot would be able to still see everything you do. I mean, for instance,
Yeah.
if you did that, yeah. It's like blocking anybody. Like, I guess, like
Right.
if you wanted to block anybody in the chat, you won't be able to see any of the activity that they do, but they'll still be able to see your activity.
No.
No?
It's not. If somebody blocks you, yeah, you won't see their activity at all.
Oh, look at that! Look at that one right
Yeah,
up there.
but everyone else, that's only between you and them. Like it's for
No, but
everyone
if you're a moderator and you block them on the channel, you hide them. They can still see the channel, but they can't. Nobody sees what they post.
Yeah, I get that. Yeah, but
yeah, but then
like, we
a
can see
different
that
thing
bot.
is like a personal block, and that's
Yeah.
just between
Right.
you and the bot.
Oh,
Because
Yeah.
when you're in
That
the
may
bot,
have happened
you
at
might
some point.
You might find that when you've right
Well,
clicked,
that's what I'm saying.
you've blocked the bot rather than hiding the bot, and that's why.
No, I don't block. Okay, when I'm a mod, I hide them, but I don't block bots otherwise. Like I don't on my, you know, if I'm not a moderator, I don't like block them. If that makes sense. So,
Okay,
but
we
I'm
can
saying
rule
they
that
can.
out.
What was that?
So I guess we can rule that out. That was our
Yeah.
hypothesis.
Yep.
Which I reckon is unique about it, because that means that it's a very good chance that the person who's programming the bot is programming the bot's user list, so the bot has already blocked mods that it's getting implemented in, so the mods, well, so certain mods can see it quite possibly, and it might just be that you're active on another, like say you've got 10,
Yeah.
your mod 10, 15 places, it might be that you're active on the bots more in one channel, and when they're putting the new bots in, and that's just an knock-on effect here, because the bots blocked you.
Okay.
So
Interesting,
perhaps
because I've
we
not
can
really
infer
seen-
that your legendary mod status is sufficient. That you made a list.
I made a list.
Special list.
made the
Do you want to hear something crazy? This, I've never heard anybody else say this, but I apparently, okay, so I can't subscribe to any more channels without deleting subscriptions because my ratio is off. So it said that like, because like I need to either have more subs in order for me to be able to sub to more people, or I have to like unsub. I didn't even know that was like a thing.
I've never heard that. I'd love to see
No,
a screenshot.
me
I'd
neither.
love to see a screenshot of that. I'd love to see a screenshot of that.
Okay, well here, let me see if I can figure out. I can't. So I'm usually on my phone, and on my phone, when I try to sub to someone, it'll just say like error. But if I do it on my laptop, it actually tells me what the error means. So here, let me see
Yeah.
if I can find somebody I haven't subbed to. Oh, here. Oh, so, see, I can't though because. Okay, maybe I can. Hold on. I have to go into the YouTube chat to do it. Yeah, Bonnie, if another mod gets the bot, then other mods still see it. Like, we'll still see, like, it tells us who got the bot.
Cheers, Michelle.
Okay, let's see if I can do it here.
Stuff Michelle finds on Twitter, man, it's amazing. Is Wingnut fell asleep, do you think?
No, I'm still right here.
All right, man.
Yeah. Who do you think's doing all the? Who's putting up the damn chat? Who do you think's doing that? That's me, man.
Just thought I could hear heavy breathing, like somebody was almost sleeping. Is that your
Oh,
dog?
man.
It's not letting me do it that way either.
This is no shoddy operation here, buddy.
No. I take it your dog's lying next to you sleeping or something.
Yeah, well, yeah.
No, it's all good. Mine's just lying next to me out cold tea, you know what I mean? I could just hear it, eh? You know what I mean? Sorry. I'm not bitching, I just thought, that's why I thought that you can't be asleep, you know what I mean? Because it's the exact thing you said, you know what I mean? I just thought that's the question.
Right, Moonchild?
I can't help myself, I'll ask the question, eh? Even if I can, you're not, I'll still ask the question because I'm like, ooh.
Yeah. But all right, now we're at an hour and 21 minutes. I think at 2 hours, I'm gonna stop the stream. But everybody's welcome to hang out and all that stuff. But I'm just gonna do a couple of, these streams are just gonna be a little short. And for anybody that wants to, man, after I stop the stream, if you guys want to, I have a couple of spots open, man, on the panel. Feel free to push the link and come on up, and we'll be sitting here in the back room after the stream is over. So keep that in mind for anybody who wants to, man. Feel free to pop up. I like to have some of these good conversations. We can be a little bit more freer about some of these conversations, though. I don't have the YouTube gods looking at us.
YouTube god. It's weird, isn't it?
It's
Right?
a weird way.
Because the YouTube gods say the far right is bad, yeah, but the far left is good. But they're both wings of the same bird, which means the YouTube gods are very, very ungodly if they pick a side, and it's not the free will at that point, you know?
Yeah.
Makes sense to me.
If you're not even allowed to converse about things, then how's it free will?
Control
hell
what you
you-
say, control what you think.
I was like, what are you giggling about over there?
Sorry, I'm spending way too much time trying to figure out how to go between my laptop and my phone to get the information I'm trying to get. But I'm working around things here.
Them
Email,
crazy screw tube
email,
streets.
email yourself.
Now I'm gonna send it to you, Bran, in Discord, and that way I can open it up on my Discord on my laptop.
Okay.
It's just taking me a minute here. Carry on. I'll just giggle to myself over here.
Yeah, you just giggle to yourself over there.
It's alright, don't worry the guy with the paranoid personality disorder thinks you're laughing at him, not with him. I'm only joking.
And make sure I'm not doxing myself or something here too.
Make sure you're not doxing yourself. As long as it's not public as long as it's public information, it's not classified as doxing, just so folk know.
Well, it's just my own stuff anyway, but okay, so let me see if I can pull it up. Hang on a minute, I'm almost there.
Okie, I'm staying on YouTube until the wheels fall off, really, because I'm trying to keep it really simple, and I'm using the StreamYard to kind of.
Ah, that is something.
Right? Isn't that weird?
What are you talking about? Oh, you guys are looking at something over there.
Yeah, man, I keep it a secret. It's like secret squirrel time.
Yeah,
well,
the
I'm
secret
trying
squirrel.
to get it. Trying to get it so I can share it with you. I just don't know how to do it.
Oh yeah, right on.
See, that's why it's nuts.
Do you want me to do it?
Yeah, if you can, just share the second one. Not the first. The first one doesn't really matter. I was just showing the difference between on the phone what it looks like and, you know, on my laptop.
Oh, we're not allowed to see the first one. See, secret stuff.
Okay. And close that.
And Oki, when it comes down to
There we
the,
go.
like, for instance, the back room speakeasies is what I'm calling them. It's like before and after a live stream. It's kind of like in that scenario. I got a little bit more freer.
Yeah, his name's Okai. Not okay.
Okay, 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 okay,
Oh,
okay,
oh, oh,
okay,
aye.
okay,
Okai.
okay, like Hawkeye. Yeah, okay,
Almost, man. He's a stickler for
Oh.
English.
okay.
Ah, he's a stickler for English though. It's weird
Yeah,
because he's Canadian.
The way it looks like okay.
Oh, aye, it's Scottish for okay, aye.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, means oh, and I means yes. Oh yes. Okay.
Yeah.
Aye. Like Bonnie. Bonnie. Like Bonnie. Bonnie is a name in Scotland. Means Bonnie means nice. Bonnie. A bonnie wee lass. A nice wee lass. That makes sense.
Yeah, no, I know a guy that lives in Ireland. He's always calling me a bonny lad. Hey, bonny lad.
Aye. We didn't really speak like that in Scotland anyway.
No, he's in Ireland.
Oh. But
Brand,
I
did you
don't-
figure out a way? Did you
I don't
figure out a
know.
way to share it?
I do have it shared down in the backstage. I don't know if that's helpful to Wingnet or not. And I have it in the private chat, the link to it.
No, Wingnut can't show any windows because he's on a mobile.
Yep. So if anybody can share them through the windows on their.
Oh, okay, wait. No, that's cool. Now I think I should be able to. Hold on one second.
Yeah. Other than that, I can't share anything.
Yeah, I think I can now. Thanks, Bran. Let me see if it'll work. Yeah. Okay. Well, this is just a ridiculous thing to spend this much time on. But we've done it. So here you go. So, like, I went to Michelle's to try to sub, but on my computer it says you have too many subscriptions compared to your number of subscribers. So,
That's hardcore.
right? So anytime I try to sub, it just like flashes, like on my phone, it'll just flash and say that there's an error. But on the then when I got on my laptop and tried, I figured out why. So I don't know.
How did you do that? Indy?
How did I do what?
Pull it up from backstage.
I just opened it in another screen and then shared it.
Yeah, it comes up like another guest in my back room.
Yeah, I did the same thing.
Yeah, I didn't get anything popping up.
That's weird.
Well, then we'll try it again one time. Here, I'll take her down. Okay, try it again, Bran. See if anything pops up.
So does that mean, United, right, that YouTube thinks you follow too many people and disseminate too much information, and they now want to
I mean,
limit- they
I
want
don't
to
know.
limit
Oop, there we go.
your
There you go, Brad.
tension of knowledge.
There you go.
Yep.
Okay. You figured it out. See, if I could just figure out, if I could do that same damn thing, that'd be cool. Eventually I'm gonna have to figure that stuff out. Or get a laptop or something. I don't know, man. See, the thing is, like, it just makes it more money I have to spend, more complicated, blah blah blah. It's just, I don't know, just kind of keeping it simple, like on my cell phone. That's about all I can do right now.
Yeah,
have to
there is
have to rely on you guys to
there's-
help me share stuff.
There is some cheap ways you can do it, right? If you use technology to your advantage, all right? Over in this country, we have a device called a Tesco Tab 10. It was a Windows
Yes.
10. Yeah? You know what I'm talking about, yeah? Tesco Tab 10. You can reinstall Linux on that if you wish to. You can reinstall better versions of Windows 10 that are all splashed to hell, and it's only designed for gaming and streaming. Yeah, which means the normal limitations on RAM and whatnot of like 4 gig minimum to get any functionality can be as low as 256 megabyte if you're just using it for streaming.
Mhm.
Yeah, because it's still going to be, Wi-Fi connected, and that means on a similar sized Android device. I've got a 10-inch tablet that I run Windows 10 on, but I will be moving it on a Linux-based system where it controls my CCTV with a touchscreen.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, you can repurpose most technology realistically to do most things you want, especially like see technology that we all regard now as obsolete. It can be repurposed, at the end of the day. Like I run an old Mac Mini, Apple Mac Minis. I just run it as a coding device. That's all it is, just coding. But that's a dual core, 4 gig RAM, 2.6 processor, Gen 2009. It's really old, 2009. But all it is a coding device. That's it. It switched right into coding.
Well,
But
what I
we
was sitting there thinking is like, I don't know, maybe a laptop or a nice tablet or something like that. It's got, the half tablet, half computer, or whatever. Like,
one of these Surface things? I wouldn't advise
something.
Nah. If you're
Well,
gonna
the
buy
only
a
thing I was sitting there thinking about is just
I'd
having
get
it
a
like
laptop.
for a dedicated YouTube scenario, dedicated just for YouTube. I don't know what I would, probably a laptop would probably be the best bet, but just having it where it's just dedicated just for YouTube.
Well, if it's just dedicated for YouTube and whatnot, a laptop would be your best option. The Surfaces are cool in that, and yeah, but nah, I would probably have just a laptop.
Yeah.
And if you were to sit on like Windows 7, for example, right, because you're pretty much going to broadcast from your mobile to the Wi-Fi, I'm assuming, yeah, that's how you're going to connect the laptop to your
Like a
network.
like a hotspot, I guess. I'm assuming. I guess. Yeah.
It's going to be your own. It's going to be your own hotspot. So you're kind of an internal network almost. Yeah. And the fact of the matter is, all the folk around about you are family. You didn't need to worry about somebody hacking your hotspot. Yeah. You know what I mean? So I would say the laptop would be your best option. Yeah. For what you want. And it wouldn't have to be a big spec laptop. You'd be able to go to, thrift store or whatever. Even if it's like a second gen i5, or even if it was just a simple, Intel or AMD dual core, as long as the dual core was like something like 3.6 gigahertz speed, that would do exactly what you want on a rip to hell Windows operating system. I mean, yourself, the best thing you remember is like XP in it, yeah? And that's because the minute you put 1 gig of RAM into any XP system, it was a flying machine. That was it. At the end of the day, if it's just for YouTube and StreamYards,
Yeah.
that's all browser based. Why don't
Yeah.
you get an old shitty machine, right? Dual core, 4 gig RAM, keep its chips, and put XP on it.
Yeah.
It'll fly. Windows 7.
I've got an XP laptop, but I don't know. I haven't used it in a long time. Probably need some work on it because I don't know. I don't know if it was just the audio files, or I didn't compress them right or whatever. But it keeps on slowing down, and I've done all the disk cleanup and all that.
No. You do realise that you're supposed to, according to Microsoft guidelines, you're supposed to factory format wipe your laptop, yeah, every 3 months. That's why they give you a recovery partition. Yeah, most people get rid of the recovery partition. So would I. Like when I do get rid of it, yeah, but I always make sure I back up my drivers and all that kind of stuff first, and then I delete the recovery partition when I'm reinstalling. I delete every partition, format them, and then I make a new recovery partition for my operating system how I want it. Yeah, like already pre-installed all the stuff I want, and then I make a recovery of that and put in the recovery partition. So when you hit the F button, you hit the access the factory restore, it'll put it back to you as you set it up. How you doing, Mrs. J?
Yeah, Miss J, how you doing?
But if you've got XP, that's really easy to clean up and reformat, you know? And point you in a direction where you'll be able to find good versions of things that you could download and install via USB stick or by CDR if you have a CDR. I can do that for you in the back chat at some point in the next couple of days. Yeah. I don't have it on this device, so I do it right now, but I can do that. I just have to put a different device, access it on a different network, and then I'll be able to get that information, pull that off, put it in a text file, put it in a key stick, and then transfer it to this device.
Right on. Yeah, I'm trying to get this thing kicking with what I got.
No, dude. I believe in repurposing everything. Right?
Oh yeah. That's what I'm saying. It's like I can probably. It depends. I could probably find a second-hand one. Not that bad. It depends, man. I just gotta see. I just gotta keep looking at what I'm looking and seeing what the best one I can find for just doing what I'm doing, like having a dedicated system just for doing this kind of thing.
Yeah. Right. Look. Depends what you want to do. Right? If it's just YouTube and StreamYard,
Yep.
honestly, that's all it is, right? Then your old shitty laptop, will do. You're more than likely, look, if you knew what any more than 1 gig of RAM, XP was a flying machine, as soon as you put 1 gig in, it didn't really make a difference. You could have had 8 gig in it. It wouldn't have really sped it up much more than 1.5 gig, honest, right? It was like the limitations of what it could fucking do anyway. If that makes sense, So that's what you need to know is what you've got. You know, all you need to do is turn it on, go into system, control panel, system, and write that shit down. It'll tell you what processor it is. It'll tell you how much RAM's in it. And when you go my computer, it'll tell you what your C drive is, hard drive. It'll tell you how much hard drive space you've got. That's it. At which point you can then decide what you can do. You know, that's how it works. You know, I can't tell you what you'll be able to do with something until you tell me basically what it is you've got. If that makes sense,
Right.
You know, that's the best way to find it out. But easy tools you can use. You can get online, download Trend Microsystems. They have an online scanner, and you download it, and then it scans online with the latest stuff for malware and whatnot. ESET have an online scanner you can download and scan it all online, and Malwarebytes is a great thing for checking for rootkits. Every one of them is free of charge, and every one of them you can run whilst in safe mode, with networking to stop those possibly harmful processes that have been took over from being alive before they're scanned, which means they'll respawn later on by hiding in your BIOS or whatever,
Right.
That doesn't give you full protection for BIOS and whatnot, but let's be honest, it's your device. You've been living there for God knows however long. It's probably going to be most likely clean. It'll just need formatting. Basically, take the information you want to keep off it, because when you're finished doing what I suggest you do, it'll be like brand new. Most folk only really need to do a couple of things if they've not used it in a while. Make sure that the fans and the vents are clean. You're technically minded enough to be doing ham radio yourself, so you know that. You know how to open it up and just make sure the fans are clean or there's no dust inside. You've got that shit covered. You know what I mean? I would assume.
Oh, right on, Miss J. Cool. That's awesome.
Yeah, it is.
You should get a video of that up, Mrs. J. I'm sure you'll have a video of that. Hopefully.
Ian.
Yeah.
Ian, brilliant. Ian, it's all right, man. It's cool. I'm like that. Anyway, it's tangents, isn't it?
Hey, Winnie.
Tangents.
Yeah.
Into the weeds.
Yeah. Eyes glassing over. I'm like, I don't know what he's talking about.
You make me feel so bad too. It's terrible.
No, it's okay, John. No,
You know,
no.
you know I'm only pulling your leg. You know.
No. It's like, okay, like,
I'll be
Not
honest.
really getting through.
yeah.
When you do a lot of your CB stuff, like, I bet you know it all, but for no other reason, because I've done I learned signals. You know what I mean?
Right.
But
Yeah.
all this breaker, and all these fucking all these other words you use. Nah, we didn't use that. we were quite thick. We were like totally different for your comms. Like you guys just go la 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 la, just speak in the clear. We literally had to put things in use back code. You know, we were literally picking up the hang and going golf 10. This is golf 20. Alpha Bravo Charlie Foxtrot, which would give them the key, and then give them just the phonetic alphabet after that.
Right.
You know what I mean? Which would mean something completely different. You know what I mean? It was all it's still kind of shitty encrypted, but easily getting into. But we didn't use like a file system, like the system you use now. You know, a file system. You know, which is the reason why they did all that analog to digital, so they could utilise the analog airwaves. I mean, I heard somebody saying there's loads of analog airwaves that aren't getting used. You think you'll find they're getting used? Well, the arrows are here. Scanners don't give us police radio anymore. Don't give us fire brigade. Don't give us ambulance services anymore. It's been like that for a decade or so. You still get the police when your scanners over there?
Well, I mean, there's still some of the dispatchers, like for the medical and the fire department, still use some of the analog stuff, but majority of it, like for police and all the other stuff, it's the majority of it's all digital now. So,
well, you know that there is analog that's encrypted, yeah. Motorola had one. What they called, most government bodies used to use them. They were still analog. They weren't digital.
yeah, no, well, it's like it's been scrambled, but it's you can get I mean, I've looked into them. It's like they're like on a ham radio scenario. It's called a DMR, but it's runs under the digital frequencies. A lot of the police and all that stuff, that's all they're using is digital stuff. So yes, I mean, it'll be unscrambled, because I mean, I can when I'm listening to it on analog, it sounds scrambled, but I just have to get to the digital part of it, and it's just expensive radios. I looked into them because I wanted like a handheld that's similar to the ones that the cops have, but I can program the frequencies in instead of like getting them, affixed or whatever, like some of the cops do. They got a certain frequencies fixed in, like the one that the radio I'm looking at. Is like I can program in a whole variety of frequencies into it, including the ones that they're using. But I can also set it to where it's, because it's a transceiver, I can set it to where even if I accidentally key up on it, it wouldn't transmit on those frequencies. You know what I mean? I can just keep it to where it's nothing but receive.
I mean, I get what you mean, you know, because anything can transmit, can receive, and anything in between you can manipulate between me and you or me, if that makes sense. I can repeat it, you know, I can do loads of things, you know. But like that was my first introduction into like technology, just what you're talking about, you know. When I first realised when they were doing the changeover in the UK between analog to digital TV, everybody was running about paying people hundreds and hundreds of pounds, like 180 quid, 180 pounds, yeah, to change your aerial so you can receive digital transmissions when your aerial worked perfectly fine. You just had to move it. You had to turn it around a bit, you know.
Well, not only that, I mean, just to receive the digital signals, a lot of the old analog TVs couldn't even receive the signal, so you had to get a digital converter box, in line between your antenna and your TV. You know what I mean? Just to basically.
That's not $180, mate. It's not £180, which in your currency is a lot more. That's like probably, how much would that cost in your and your
At the beginning, I can't remember, but it wasn't that much. But even then, it's
No.
been phased out because all the new TVs are already digital capable. So that
Yep.
even that box is, it's not
It's
even. I mean, unless you have an old TV, that box comes. You have to have that box to do it. But yeah, all the newer ones, it's all comes standard now inside the TV. So
It
you don't
has
even
been.
need that digital converter.
It has been, yeah. Most TVs, when they went digital in the UK, yeah, it was your videos that they put the aerials into and all that kind of stuff, because your video was that digital compatibility, right? So, if you think about it, right, it was very soon after that the digital changeover happened that these boxes became obsolete. But that's because these boxes, yeah, nobody bought them really when they. When any company came in, they didn't just buy you that $30, $35, $45, maybe $55, depending on how many you got, yeah, on a, yeah. So they never did that. They just swapped everything over. The new area had that little box added to it, yeah. And even if you contacted them when you had a brand new telly, and there was only one telly, and basically that telly was able to do it, yeah. They'd still give you a brand new aerial. Did it make a difference? Just give you a new aerial. Did it make a difference on the circumstances or that they went up to see? Yeah, it's the biggest scam I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, sorry, I was taking care of a bot for a second there.
It's cool, man.
That's like 3 in the past less than an hour.
Yeah, man.
It's crazy.
Yeah, I've seen it happen before, but there was people, there's a certain moderator on a certain chat that was grabbing all these bots that nobody else could see, right? Yeah, and that individual was getting cheered on by the people in the chat for grabbing the bots. Yeah, right. Turned out that was a rogue mod, and that's why he was having laughing jokes with people on other chat, yeah, about whether or not these type of bots would turn up. Wink, wink, nudge, nudge. It was too easy. Yeah, but you're not too bad because you don't allow people that are not mods to post links, and that's really where the bot's most dangerous. But I do agree with your policy after you explained your own personal opinion upon it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And to be honest, YouTube's different for, like a forum you run yourself where it's got your own voice chat and all that kind of stuff like I used to do years ago.
Right.
Totally different, you know what I mean? Because you're not hosting it yourself, it's them, and you know what, and like I really find it really weird that United can't see their bots. I think that's mental. That means they're programming bots, not just with auto responses, but with bot lists. That means if you can program a bot with a block list, you can program it with a friends list.
Well, I think what they're doing is like those bots are coming into the chat and they're tagging the stream. I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah, no, I get what you're saying. And they're doing that via the hyperlink.
Yeah.
If their hyperlinks aren't available, then I don't know if it's still, just because you've disabled hyperlinks in your chat doesn't mean hyperlinks are disabled behind the front end, because your chat is just the front end as you'll comprehend. I don't know again how YouTube algorithms work. It wouldn't surprise me if it's still tagged you. You know what I mean? To be honest with you, so you are right. To be honest with you, I never thought about it that way. It was only when you actually said that to me I was like, that's a valid point. When you actually think about it, good point. You know what I mean? But bots only really seem to came when certain individuals were in either the chat or people that other folk didn't like listening to were on the screen. Really.
Yeah, buddy. Gosh, I wish I had some damn classic rock music to listen to instead. I like the idea with the music in the background, but man, I wish it was something like classic rock or something. Or even like some heavy metal or punk bands, it'd be cool.
So I'm assuming the music you're playing in the background, is royalty-free music that...
Yeah, it gives you like 5 different options or something like that, and Yeah, it's just on a loop. It's one song, depending on what This is like the rock selection, but it's like one song is on a loop, and then there's other options, but it's like 5 or 6 options, and that's it. It becomes it's a new option on the StreamYard for the free aspect. It's called background music. It's a new option, but like I said, it only gives you like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 options to pick from when it comes down to the music.
So more like a proof of concept.
Yeah, I guess so. Because it's a new thing.
Do any of you know if it's been available on the PC version of StreamYards before it was available on the Android version?
I don't know, but like I said, I'm on an Android phone, so this is a new one.
Yeah. That's what I was thinking, like whether it's like it's new to StreamYards as a whole, or it's StreamYards Android starting to catch up.
That I don't know. I mean, I know I got a email from them not too long ago saying that they upgraded some stuff, but majority of the stuff they were talking about is on the paid version, so I didn't really pay much attention to it.
Well, they're maybe migrating more for the paid version onto the free version because
links at the top, Master On. Links at the top.
Yeah, I'm not that clued up when it comes to StreamYards and that. Like I said before, whenever I added any streaming, it was connected to a TV card. You use media encoder to convert it, and then we broadcast it via 1 amp, just audio, shoutcast, or VLC player. But then that would ping a website video player. Do you get what I mean? Yeah, customer TSP file, and that would play on a website server. So all the whatever you were viewing was put in from the website, not the original upload place, if that makes sense. But that was like that was like 2 decades ago. It's completely changed. I was totally astonished when I realised how folk were going live. I thought everybody was just going live via YouTube for you. I didn't realise that they were using third-party individual stuff. I also didn't realise that everything was majority Windows-based. If I found you kind of like, no, why we not got like shit to do this on Linux and Android and stuff that actually works good? It's only certain ones that work on the Android and that. You get what I mean?
Yeah, well, Moonchild, I'll tell you this, man. I think I'm totally screwing up my battery because I'm charging my phone at the same time while I'm sitting here on StreamYard. So yeah, if I didn't have my phone plugged in, it would drain my phone fast. But even then, it's like my battery is probably getting ruined because I'm charging at the same time.
Your link isn't up, by the way, just so you know.
Yeah, it should be in the pinned at the top. As far as I know, it's pinned at the top.
I can't see it on my mobile device.
Yeah, it's there.
It's on the YouTube pinned at the top.
I'm on YouTube right now. Yeah, I'm just not playing it on my mobile device because my mobile device is in charge. Because I don't really like using my mobile device.
Refresh
it because it kills it.
Yeah, refresh the chat. It should be in the top.
I'm in the app. I'll come out. I just couldn't see it.
Well, Master Ron, if it's not up there, man, I'll just put it. I'll put it in the link again. I ain't worried about it.
I didn't see it pinned. Unless I've hit dismiss pin at some point, possibly.
It's still pinned for me.
Yeah, I think it is.
YouTube's crazy, eh?
Yeah, I guess so.
I'm astonished you're not allowed to actually follow anybody. That's mental.
Right? I mean, I need to go through and just unsub. There's plenty of channels that I don't really, like I didn't know I had a limit, so I would just sub people to support them.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'll have to clean it up a little bit.
Michelle's right. Michelle's 100% right. The StreamYard burns your phone. It doesn't just burn your phone. If you feel the heat of your phone when you're using it on StreamYard, it really does heat up a lot. It's like it's really taking a lot of processing power. Like how certain sites do the same thing because they're using your extra bandwidth to mine coins, for example. Yeah, right. And you can add that into any website, just so you know, right? Yeah. it's almost as if that's what they're doing. I don't think StreamYards are mining coins. I think they're mining your device, to be honest. Oop, I said something bad, I suppose. Yeah.
I didn't think so. I was just reading Miss J's comment. Well, hey, I'm going to go ahead and jump down. I'll still be listening for a little bit.
Right on.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
Yeah, no worries there, Indy.
Yeah. Much love to all of you and much love to everybody in the chat.
Yeah. Thank you for
Joe,
stopping.
I hope I see you again soon, somewhere around.
Yeah, well, you put me on that other location, so I
Yes.
can, the links I get, I can see a comment on any of your videos that seems random as a link. Yeah, but I think that you've got a section like I've got where you spoke to me, I think, Kate. Like I think,
Okay, yeah.
like a community page, I can either just jump in there and say hi and just hit you with the links that get you.
Yeah, and then I'll come over and just leave a comment on one of your last videos.
Aye, or whatever. No, it's all good. Like, you don't need to leave a comment, man. It's all good. You can just leave the comment on your page, man, where I leave you the links. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
And
gotcha.
Like, once you put a video up, yeah, when you put your video up, you're making, yeah,
Mm-hmm.
the very first, reply to it, tag me in that so I actually get it. I didn't have that web notification blocking turned on that app. If that makes sense. But I will look at it at least once or twice a day, and I'll pick it then, and then I can pass that video to the folks that I can that have inputted to you some of the links that you hopefully will use. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
All right?
yeah, that'd be great. Yep.
No problem,
Okay.
man. Look what you're doing. All right.
All right.
Enjoy your night. Enjoy your.
Thank you.
Enjoy your sleep. Good night.
I know. It's happening soon. All right, talk to you later.
Salut.
Bye.
Yep. Well, I'm gonna also say this: anybody that wants to, man, I'm about to shut the stream down. But if anybody wants to jump in, hit the link. And I've got, let's see here, I can have 5 people on the panel, including my, and that'd be 6 to be including myself. So I still got 3 spots open. If anybody wants to pop in, and we'll sit back here in the back room and sit here and chat. Because I don't need, like, I don't need to be, nobody's really, I mean, people do watch them, but I'm just like, 10, 15, 14 hour streams, man, it's hard to sit through those. So I'm going to try and make some of these streams a little shorter for people to watch. But the back rooms will be going on and on and on and on. All that's, let's see here. So, but anyway, like I said, here I'll just go ahead and close this out on the stream itself.
Good night, everybody. And I hope you have a great day.
Yeah.
And, hopefully, you understood a bit more about Scottish voices, and if not, I can speak in Asian, English, even Irish, if it helps you understand.
Irish, please.
What's up, man? Hey, Sam. How you doing? Or
maybe stick to South.
He prefers Southern Irish then.
Well, everybody out there, the 1122 Wingnut Radio out here for Anarchy Television, and all my guests and the panel and on the chat. Thank you so much for everybody. And like I said, the speakeasy will be starting very soon. Hit the link if you want to come up. 1122, back out.